Hi, I'm Jin Feratov, an actor from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And in case you were wondering, this is not the French-Canadian accent. Today I want to chat about self-tape auditions, which is one of the most popular forms of submitting your performance to casting agents all across the world. After doing a few workshops, self-tape auditions myself and helping some of my friends, I thought there's a few tips I would love to share with you so you succeed in your next self-tape audition. Thanks for watching and I hope you have fun. Your setup should be simple. First thing you need to find is proper background. Find a wall with a solid neutral color, perhaps a curtain with no wrinkles. Make sure that behind you there are no tacks, holes, posters, distracting marks, light switches, or anything else that can distract from your performance. I suggest framing your shot at an eye level. I prefer the medium close-up, which is usually chest up, ensuring that you leave some space above your head. This is a good way to show your facial features and your eyes without being too distracting. If your performance involves a little bit more physicality, let's say you're doing comedy or something that involves combat, I would suggest framing your shot in a medium shot, which is belly up. That should give enough space for you to perform in a more physical way and still showcase your facial features. Don't forget eye levels. Unless indicated on your sides, I would suggest avoiding looking directly at the lens. Instead, find a spot near or above the camera lens and focus your performance there. If you are interacting with multiple characters, I would suggest slightly moving your gaze. Moving your head or entire body when you're addressing different characters might look a little bit exaggerated. Having quality light really makes a difference between a good and not so good self-tape. If you have access to a natural source of light such as a window, that is desirable. In my case, I film in the basement. I have a couple of lights above me and I add an additional lamp that I bought for around 20 bucks. You don't need to spend a lot of money to create the right light. However, make sure you don't cast any shadows, because those can be distracting. Quality of sound is very important to a good self-tape. I use my cell phone and it does a good job. It reduces background noise and I can be heard loud and clear. Ensure that you can be heard louder than your reader. When you're using a friend or a family member over the phone or a video conferencing software, make sure they can be heard. Always have a reader. It's very awkward to hear silence instead of somebody else's lines. Once you have finished recording your self-tape, it's time to edit. There's so many different editing options out there, and depending on your skills and your equipment, you will find the right software for you. A lot of them are for free. So check out what's out there. When you edit, cut out anything that is not part of your performance. Any dead space before or after your performance perhaps should be cut out. I would suggest not editing mid-scene. That means each scene should be done in one take. When you save your file, make sure that it can be viewed on most computers. MP4 is the one that is used the most. The final self-tape should not be too large. I prefer to keep it for under 50 megabytes. All of these tips are fairly general, and you might have better ways of creating and performing for self-tapes. If you do, share those with your community and I really appreciate you watching. Have fun and best luck with your self-tape.